Thanks.
Well, 2 years ago, Hillary Clinton ran for president. Not a very likable candidate. I think that's fair to say. Even she would likely say that, and it's one of the main reasons she lost. Now, in 2019, some pundits worry that Elizabeth Warren isn't very likable either. Now, many candidates have been called unlikable. Many of them are unlikable. But when that label is applied to female Democrats, it is sexist, according to many, including Hillary Clinton.
There's been a lot of talk recently about whether our country is ready for women leaders. Now, that really takes me back, but today I want to thank all of you for your persistence. I know many of you and can attest as to how smart, determined, effective, and dare I say, likable you all are.
Tammy Bruce is a radio host and president of the Independent Women's Voice, and she joins us tonight. Tammy, great to see you.
Thank you.
This is baffling to me, and I say this as someone who's been called unlikable countless times over 20 years. It doesn't seem like a sex-specific criticism. And again, I'm saying this as an unlikable person.
Well, and it's not. There have been a number of male candidates, male politicians who've been called unlikable. You know, John Edwards is one of them. And look, I'll call Mitt Romney unlikable until the cows come home. There's a lot of people who are unlikable because they're unlikable. But here's the problem here. As a woman who wants to see more women in leadership, the more that we cast women, this is a contrived issue, the argument, it really puts us into a framework of the Democrats wanting to make it inappropriate to criticize women politicians for any reason. Yeah. And, you know, infants don't become president, right? Well, we've got to be able to engage with the arena. We know things are going to be said. If you can't handle how you're described, then you're not going to be able to run the free world. But the other problem here is that they're suggesting that women either really can't handle it or they can't push back on the merits of the issue, and that's the other problem. So what they're doing is, in fact, sexist by arguing that women either can't be called a name, and sometimes it's unpleasant. None of us like it, certainly, especially if you are unlikable. But
it hurts most under those circumstances.
It hurts most then. But the fact is, look, I mean, if women are going to really compete, they're going to have to compete at the level of everyone else. And I know that women can do that, and I take umbrage, and I think most women who really understand how to take control of their own lives, we know that we can handle everything that comes our way, and it's very disappointing to hear the new narrative being that you can't say anything wrong about a woman or, in fact, judge her like we judge men all the time.
You can be tough and likable, and you were living proof of that, Tammy Bruce. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Tucker.